Welcome back. This is Chili Davis, and I'm back to another video. I'd like to welcome back all my subscribers and all my new viewers. This is the channel where we talk about my top stocks and we talk about crypto from time to time. If you're new, please click the subscribe button and click the notification bell to get my frequent updates. Well, it's Sunday night, and we're going to talk about some good stocks tonight. And again, we're heading into the third week of August. So let's take a look at what stocks gained on Friday. And some of those stocks included Tesla on Friday. Friday, Tesla was up 1.12%. SoFi was up 1.16. Apple was up a 0.5%, 0.55. And Palantir Technologies was up 2.82%. So those were some top stocks on Friday. Now we'll go over to the news. Here we are on CNBC, the news. Sunday night, the Dow futures is up positive just 0.05. The S&P 500 futures is up 0.13. NASDAQ futures is up 0.19 or 0.20%. And the 10-year Treasury note is down 0.08. So it is Sunday night. Here's some headlines. Here's why Walgreens and CVS retail pharmacies are struggling and what they're doing to fix it. Again, remember, Amazon has moved into the pharmacy business as well. So that could be potentially causing havoc for Walgreens and CVS because Amazon is an all digital player, and it's been battling with Walmart for years, and now it looks like it's battling with Walgreens and CVS. Says here stock futures rise slightly after S&P 500 notches best week ever. Here's what it takes to fix Starbucks incoming CEO Brian Nicole has to tackle with the mobile apps problem. Now, Brian Nicole, we know on last week, stepped up as Starbucks CEO. He left Chipotle Grill, which he did a fantastic job there. We have here's how the week's worth on huge economic news that will affect the Fed's decision making. Okay, so there'll be more economic data this week. Last week it was CPI inflation data for July, and it was also PPI purchasing power index that was notified on Tuesday, and then CPI data was on Wednesday. Okay, so that was the inflation data, and so that was economic data that gave people confidence and kept the market rallying Tuesday through Thursday. I think we had a slight slowdown on Wednesday, but basically the market came back on Friday, was in positive territory as well. Trump-Harris inflation arguments are questionable. Remember this week, the DNC, the Democratic Convention, is this week in Chicago. Also, the first SpaceX spacewalk, what the Polaris Dawn commander says about the bold up-and-coming mission. So there will be some SpaceX people going to do a spacewalk. I think it'll be the first time some actual spacewalk employees will, people that are not necessarily full astronauts, will actually go up with SpaceX flight. Okay. Bank of America names 3 ETFs and a handful of stocks that could benefit in this AI, artificial intelligence. What else we got? Berkshire Hathaway new stock pick Ulta Beauty as a classic value play after a 30% sell-off. All right, AI is unlocking new use for military drones and boosting demand for these companies. Okay. Now, one of the companies I invested in was Aero Environment. It is a drone company. Okay. So that's a huge drone company that may benefit from artificial intelligence. Okay, that's enough on the news. Let's go over to my Robinhood where I can take a look at some of the best stocks that performed this week. Okay, the first stock we'll talk about that performed this week well was Palantir Technologies. Not to say that anything that performed good last week will perform this week, but we sort of are in an AI race. Palantir Technology deals with digital data and artificial intelligence. So here we are. Palantir Technologies up over the last week, up quite a bit, over 7.46%. Again, Palantir Technologies, we talk about this stock on this channel several weeks. I've been involved with this stock now for 2 years. And again, today or this week, the stock was up 7.46%. And let's take a quick look over the month, maybe up slightly more. Over the month, the stock has been up over 12.02%. And if we look in the doldrums here, it was as low as $23.16, and now has hit a peak of over $32.48. So Palantir Technologies looks like it's finding its own. They also had a good earnings call. Let's take a look at Palantir, where I'm at in this portfolio. Um, Again, Palantir Technologies, great stock to own if you've owned it over the last couple of years. You've seen some gains, and it has been stagnant at some point. So let's look at the over the last year. Over the last year, here it is. Palantir Technologies up over 109%. So it's doubled from a low of $14.22 and now trading at $32 per share. So it's doubled in less than a year. Again, Palantir Technologies, data analytics company, contracts with the Army, Air Force, and several other defense and intelligence agencies. Again, they are making headways. Also, I think a partnership with Microsoft in recent weeks. So again, Palantir Technologies doubling in the last year, since, let's see here, since September of 2023. Okay, so this thing has skyrocketed, doubled from $14 up to $32, more than doubled, actually a little bit more than double, from $14 to $28 per share would be doubling, but it's actually gone up to $32 per share. Maybe they'll get a pullback and you can see this thing go higher. Maybe a pullback to 27. I think that was the peak before, $27 per share, but now it's trading in the $32 per dollar range. Okay, so that was the first stock. And the other stock we'll talk about, of course, is Nvidia. Let me pull up the chart here. Okay, here we are. As you can see, Nvidia trading at $125 per share overnight. And again, it doesn't mean it's going to open on Monday morning at 125. It just means there's a lot of people buying this stock, putting pressure, upward pressure on this stock. I think on Friday it closed at 124 and some change, and right now it's up quite a bit, 0.88%. It could pretty much pull back once the market. We don't know, okay? But again, market overnight. Uh, Robinhood has this cool feature where you can buy the stock right now. Okay. But again, overnight is up 0.88% since Friday. And this is the stock that went down deep about 2 Mondays ago. But if we look at the stock over the last month, stock is up 4.84% in the month. But before that, it's up 12%. Okay, so look at this. This stock skyrocketed from a low, actually below $105 per share, but it was actually $99 because I took advantage of it. Okay, so 2 Mondays ago, I think, let's see, Monday, August 5th, was trading as low as $99 per share. Okay, $99 per share. This thing has skyrocketed over 25% in the last 2 weeks. Okay, so had you bought Nvidia in the last 2 weeks, you should be up over 10%. Okay, so again, it split in July at 125. Then it took a tumble. It tumbled down to $92 per share. I think before the market opened on Sunday night, it took a tumble to as low as $92 per share. And then as the market opened up Monday morning, it was back up around $99 per share. And just to show you a little bit of proof of that, I actually have a portfolio that I just started a couple weeks ago in July. And let's take a look at the gains. Okay, this is a portfolio that I started building back in July. The only stock in here I think that I started before that was Apple and VOO. As you can see, I'm up over 29% on Apple since I bought it back in October. And on VOO or Vanguard's S&P index fund, I'm up 24%. So I was strong. But look who came out just in July. I've only owned the stock in this portfolio for 2 months, not even 2 months since July. So we're talking about July and half of August. And I'm already a leader in this portfolio, right behind Apple, up 9.97%. So even if you just got started in Nvidia a month ago, a week ago, basically, what was that, August 5th? So we're up to August 18th. So, subtract 15 days. We're talking about less than 13 days ago. Had you got involved with Nvidia, you'd be up a minimum up over 10%, if not more. Okay, because I actually bought some in July, and then I turned around and bought some more at $99 per share. So again, Nvidia, the hottest stock in the stock market, hit $3 trillion almost a couple of months ago. Okay. Nvidia is the future. Artificial intelligence, and believe it or not, Apple has some artificial intelligence, but you want to own some Nvidia. I don't care if you're just getting started in the stock market, own some Nvidia and possibly own some VOO. As you see, I'm up over 24%. Okay, so it's pretty much your choice is yours, whether you want to do fractional or you want to do full shares. The opportunity is yours. Okay, so again, top stock over the last week or so. Here it is, Nvidia up over 19.96%, almost 20%. Hottest stock in the last 2 weeks since August 5th. The stock has jumped from nearly $95 a share up to $125 a share. So I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Please like, share, and I hope you guys have a fantastic week. Please use my Robinhood link below if you want to get started in the stock market today.